Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're at Raymond James Stadium. And the Ravens, they're going to be up 10 points and probably lose this game because Ravens, you're pathetic. You're a pathetic team. You go up by 10 points and you score them like a little baby. This is the game for the Ravens that they need to prove themselves. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they had the most pathetic game against the Panthers I've ever seen. And at home, Thursday Night Football, my gut says Tampa Bay, but it has no reason to. I just haven't liked what I've seen from the Ravens. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I feel like after two pathetic losses, I mean, at some point they got to turn things around, right?
Right. And I like that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at home in this game, but I don't like that you scored 3 points against the Panthers. It's not very good. Not good at all. And I don't think just because the Ravens have been blowing games in the fourth quarter that you can suddenly turn it around versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I don't think that the Buccaneers can play that well either. So these are two teams trying to prove themselves. The Ravens have been blowing leads, but I think the Bucs offense has been so bad that until they can prove that they can be consistent, run the football, Tom Brady can handle the pressure. I have to go with the Ravens in this game. I'm going to go with the Ravens win big. I think Lamar Jackson's going to be able to have one of those games on prime time. I think it'll be a low-scoring game for the Bucs and the Ravens. I trust them to score more points. Even when they've lost, they've still scored in the 20s. The Buccaneers really haven't had that explosive game yet, so I have to go with the Ravens in this one.
This one for me, kind of similar how the Bucs with the Panthers and the Packers with the Commanders last week. I haven't learned my lesson yet. I think I still have to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I feel like there's got to be a point where they break out of it, right? With all that talent that they have around them with Tom Brady. This is a game where you're probably right, and I probably should pick the Ravens. But I think this is the game where the Bucs, they don't necessarily blow out the Ravens. I don't think that's going to happen. I see the Bucs winning out. It would only be like a 23-20 game. We're not talking anything crazy, or a 23-17 game. But Bucs win. They have to win this game. Ravens, they're not necessarily out of it if they lose this game.
Yeah, I think the Ravens aren't out of it if they lose this game, but I do think you see what the Bengals are doing right now. And when the Bengals catch on fire, it's arms race now to the top of the AFC North. And now the Browns kind of falling off. You just beat them. They're 2-5. The Steelers aren't that great. It's a two-man race in the AFC North between you and the Bengals. No, you beat the Bengals, but they're still struggling, trying to find themselves, get over that Super Bowl hangover. Joe Burrow hadn't played in preseason or practice and then had surgery on his appendix and get them removed before the season. Now we're seeing him start to click with Tyler Boyd and Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and then Hayden Hurst is coming along. So we're seeing that team come alive. I really do think that the Bucs could lose 3 straight and still only be a game out of the top of the division, just with how bad the Saints, the Panthers, and the Falcons have been. All of them have played well in spots, but they've all been very inconsistent. So I feel like the Bucs have a lot more leeway to suck than the Ravens do. The Ravens, if you drop 2 games, you still have to play the Bengals again in Cincinnati. I don't think it's going to go the way you want. You have to win this game on Thursday night. So I'm going to go Ravens. Lamar Jackson, I have to pick him because fundamentally he's a much better player than Tom Brady at this point.
Oof.